Son of a gun. Alright. That's frustrating. That's why having a second PC is always a good idea. Alright. So let's try this again once more with feeling. Oh, streamer bot close too. Son of a gun. And it messed up the chat. I do not understand why games are starting to come out with really crappy multi-monitor support. Like, it's really frustrating to try to change the resolutions on your game and then have all of your windows completely shift around. Like, it's maddening. I just want to have the resolution of the game on the main monitor match the main monitor. But no. Apparently that's a very effing difficult thing to do. And I don't understand why. Let's see here. Like, if it's full screen, I shouldn't be locked to this main resolution screen. I should be able to adjust the resolution. So, you know, like I have a 4K monitor that I play the game on, then I should be able to change the resolution to anything I want underneath 4K. Instead, full screen means that it has to run at 4K no matter what. You can't put it on any other resolution. Even though your monitor can support it, it doesn't matter. It's fucking stupid. But if you want like 1440p or 1080p or something, hey, you can run that in windowed or borderless windowed or whatever. But then you can't do things like VSync. It's stupid. Also, you take a performance hit when it's not running in exclusive full screen mode. So that's even more irritating. But if I run this in 1440 window, then it just puts it in a 1440 window and a 4K screen. It doesn't stretch it out. So what are we doing here? I had the same problem with Space Marine, which is why I always had performance issues with it. And I had a hard time streaming it. It's just a really dumb design. Really dumb design. All right, let's try this again. What are my options at? See, now I'm stuck at full screen. 24 hertz. Why am I at 24 hertz? Alright, whatever. Let's just keep going. I should be able to continue playing. Alright.
There's no way.
How's that look?
Never.
Oh. There's still some stutter here and there. I really, really wish that Digital Foundry had put out the PC review for this today instead of the PlayStation version review. Or at least, like, done a quick, here's what you need to know from each of the versions before we do a deep dive type of video. Because it's really annoying not knowing, like, how well... Like, it's great the PlayStation version, runs awesome unless you're on PS5 Pro. But like, you know, it's clear you rushed that video out for you know, for the early release. And then you're like, well, the PC version review and Xbox version, they're coming soon, and it's like, you know, you're aware that millions of people are going to be playing this on other platforms. It would be nice to kind of know what we're doing here. Wow, those are some very stiff blankets. Hey, what's this? Article, Serious Issues in Ebisugaoka. April 21st, Showa 20, 1945, Evening Edition. The onsen geyser that suddenly started spewing water on the 3rd of this month in Iwashimizu, Ebisugaoka of the Yamabe district. I'm sorry, I'm American, so I'm going to fuck this up. Finally came to a stop early this morning. The geyser reached a height of at least 30 meters, but the ceaseless noise of pungent hydrogen sulfide gas have left residents troubled. Ooh. 3 individuals have been hospitalized with complaints of skin sores and other maladies they claim are caused by the gas. In addition, strong concentrations of arsenic have been detected in the geyser's water, 20 milligrams per liter. Many residents have concerns about future environmental issues this might lead to. Ooh, arsenic? Damn. Alright, well. That YouTuber model runs like shit, but the game seems to run alright, so I'm not going to fuss over it too much. I look cool. That's all that matters. Oh, what's this? Local doctor's note. There have been sightings of foxes coming into town recently. I'm sure that the older generations who have grown up learning the... learning to respect foxes are fine, but I'm concerned for any children who may try and chase or provoke the creatures. Foxes by nature are not aggressive, but just like wild dogs, they carry diseases such as rabies, tetanus, and echinococcus, to name just a few. The town committee should send out warnings to ensure people don't get unnecessarily close to them. Japan's got some terrifying creatures. You have the Asian giant hornet, right? You have the giant centipede. But one of the most dangerous ones in rural areas is actually bears. Japanese black bears are really aggressive and territorial, and they like to come into rural areas because there's not a lot of people living in rural areas anymore to chase them away and collect, like, you know, forage for food and stuff like that. So as pretty as this game is, I'm a little disappointed that, like, they didn't do some basic, like, there's no physics to anything, really. It's kind of weird. Like, it looks really pretty, but it feels very static and fake. I'm going to actually have to echo what I've seen from other people, which is that I don't really know why more games aren't just staying on Unreal Engine 4. Like, I know that Unreal Engine 5 unlocks new features, but, like, I'm not sure the trade-off is always worth it. And this actually runs better than a lot of UE5 games.
Oh, God.
Let's save our progress. Oh, we can change our clothing. What do we look like as a bunny?
What should I do?
Oh my god. Yeah, I can't take that seriously either. It's cute though. By the way, did you see the descriptions on this one? Pure white, innocent white. Designated school uniform. Why the rabbit ears? But the pure white, innocent white. So this game has a lot of themes about like gender discrimination and stuff in Japan in the 19. I think this is the 1960s. Really not all that different than here in the U.S. But drinking at this time of day. A woman is only complete when she's loved, featuring the latest fashion for women so pure they even make flowers blush. Like I said, it's kind of wild too because like we tend to think of Japan as a fairly forward-looking society, and you know, in some ways, it actually is.
Hoinari-sama. The fox god's enshrined all over the place.
Oh, that's cool looking. But yeah, in some ways, it really is. But like, man, they have a lot of like baggage even with that progress. You know, where it's like, you know, like you look at a lot of anime and it's like anime stars a lot of, you know, female protagonists. You know, a lot of times, you know, you have like an all women, you know, like story, you know, and it's like the characters are, you know, strong, independent women, stuff like that, you know, doing their thing, saving the world. But then they're like dressed in like the most male gazy type of ways, you know, boobs flopping around, you know, thongs racing up their ass, you know, all that kind of shit. You know, very unrealistic clothes, you know, for what they're doing. And like, it's not all bad. I mean, there's a lot of women who like that stuff too. So I can't say like, you know, it's terrible, but does this open up? It's stuck. But yeah, I mean, like, it just kind of shows you, like, you know, how it is in Japan where, you know, they have women's rights, but at the same time, they have to have women-only cars because men keep groping them in the subways, you know, in the trains. You know, they have women can have pretty much any career they want, but they'll always get paid worse than men and be denied a lot of opportunities. You know,
There's everyone.
like female
What about
doctors.
Chizuruya? Maybe I'll find someone there.
Female doctors in Japan, they get paid noticeably less than the male doctors. Hold on a sec, I need a drink. I'm gonna cough for a sec too. Sorry. Maybe I shouldn't be talking so much, huh? But I gotta make the stream interesting or nobody will watch me. That's how that works, right? There's a million people playing this game. I gotta be cool. I'm not very cool, am I? Hold on just a moment. I actually have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. All right. Swap back. Okay. Let's get back to the fun and excitement. Oh. Well, that's a cool little design. What the heck? There's a little rabbit and a little girl there. Oh. Okay. There's like a whole area here I could be checking out. All right. Journal. Oh. Hokura. You use X word in front of Hokura to see a list of things you can do. Okay. Map. Yep, I know how to use map. Collectibles. Yep, I know that one. Okay. Really nothing amazing there. What's this? Article. Serious issues in Ebisugaoka. Starting around May, Ebisugaoka began seeing a high number of small earthquakes. The Prefectural Disaster Prevention Division predicts that there will be even more in the future. Residents remain on edge, fearful that these may be early warning signs of a larger earthquake yet to come. Rumors that these events are being spread by Inari-sama's curse have been spreading among the more religiously minded of the elderly population. However, the Prefectural Disaster Prevention Division is urging residents to treat such rumors as superstition and instead prepare for any potential disasters ahead. Welcome back. Sorry, stream crashed shortly. Hopefully it wasn't too bad for you guys. Okay, I can't go that way. I apologize. I was trying to change the resolutions in the game, but the game was not having it. It crashed OBS, and then... well, here we are. I don't know if I like this. Like, why can't I just have map on a normal button? That's the journal. That's great. Oh, there we go. I guess it wasn't a normal button. I was just an idiot. Sorry, I'm just exploring the town before it goes all creepy.
Excuse me? Is anyone there?
Nobody here but us chickens. I didn't mean that literally. Ew. That's gross. Nice blood smear.
Better find another way.
Yeah? What'd you make? Anything super cool? Or you're just making mac and cheese. Which sounds really good right now.
There was a shortcut up ahead.
A shortcut, huh? Forgot about Japan's amazing zoning laws. Ooh, a cheeseburger. That actually sounds really good too.
It has to be. How else could she die like that? I would never. Not that family. Shh. Someone's going to hear you.
Have I checked your DM? Did you send me another one?
You traitor.
Sakuko.
Where are you off to? Don't usually see you around here.
A truck was blocking the road.
Chizuruya?
I just want to talk to someone.
I'll be there in a bit, okay?
See you.
You traitor.
The fuck? Supposed to be your friend, huh? I'm not believing that. Alright, hold on, I'll check it. There we go. No, I'm sorry. I'm not really doing that right now. I appreciate the offer, but no, I'm not looking for anything right now. Sorry. Let's see. Name Suzutani Mayumi. Last seen wearing white blouse, long navy skirt, beige neckerchief with black polka dots. Details of disappearance. The rest has been torn off.
It's torn.
Yeah. It do be like that. No worries. Yeah. Thank you.
Where'd the driver go?
What the? Oh, I thought that was a mannequin. It's kind of wild how there's like nobody around at all. I feel like they could have done a better job of translating the signs. Would be nice to know what some of this stuff meant. Like even the trivial stuff. Because it really does help add to like the immersiveness of the game. The fuck? Still under construction. When are they going to be finished? I mean, you could just walk over it. I always love that in video games. Oh no, there's a slight obstacle in my way. I can't just walk around it. All right. Oh hey, there's a person.
Shu.
It's Shu. Good old Shu. What Shu's got to say.
Hey, partner.
Shoo.
Awkward teen love.
Say something.
What about you? Nothing you want to say?
Well, if you don't have anything, neither do I.
Well, that's my Hinako.
Aw. It's
It's not like you to just let stuff happen, though.
Baraso.
But whatever you end up choosing, you know I'll always be there for you.
Shoo.
Aw. He's a bro.
Shoo, thanks for waiting. And Hinako too.
Rinko.
What were you guys talking about?
Oh, lover rival.
Nothing, really.
She said that she just wanted to talk to someone.
It helped, too.
Oh, glad to be of service, ma'am. If I had known you'd be here, I would have brought that magazine you lent me.
Oh, you can hold on to it. I knew I wasn't getting it back when I lent it to you.
What's that supposed to mean? What do you think you're laughing at? You've got something of hers too, don't you? Right?
Wait, did I borrow something? Hey, Hinako. Do I get to hold on to the 500 yen I owe you too?
What happened to paying her back with interest?
I never said that. You can't prove I did.
Okay, that does it. If I lend you something, you're signing a contract to give it back.
Don't be
Uh-oh.
such a
It's the fog.
Hinako?
Sorry. What?
You trick.
What the fuck? Oh! Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god. Where am I going? Where am I going? Oh no! Bro. Okay, people who have trypophobia need not apply. That's disturbing. Also, don't turn that way. Gotcha. Alright, don't turn that way either. Let's try that again. Oh, how do I get out of this? Where do I go? He's coming right that way. Where do I go? Yeah, I don't... What? Do I try to bomb rush him? Enough! You can skip the cutscenes, but not the death animations. Ooh.
Hurt. Good thing I got this from Shu.
Hey partner, these painkillers should work best for you. They'll not only take care of your headaches, but also any pain from injuries. I suspect that the main cause behind your nasty headaches is from you, and you're cautiously grinding your teeth when you're upset. Does that sound about right? If you ever need to talk or anything, just call my name and I'll be there. Painkillers and capsules relieves pain and raises spirits. Slightly restores health content and current max sanity.
That's better. Please let everyone else be okay.
Why would you not just have it mapped to a direction?
What is this place? I need to get back to Sakako.
that you, Shu?
Loading screens, loading screens. That's what these are.
Shu! Rinko! Stay back!
We getting the radio? Yokon, a jelly-like dessert filled with red bean paste, a bite-sized delight. Greatly restores health, can also be used as an offering. It's old ass TV, dude. What's wild is when you go to like YouTube and you watch videos about like rural Japan, and like people will be out there exploring like abandoned rural homes and stuff. They look just like this. It's like a time capsule. Oh, what? I guess I'm not going back inside there.
This isn't good. I really hope Shu and Rinko are alright.
Stop getting hung up on the edges. Some offerings not only recover health and sanity, but can also be exchanged for faith at Hokura. Use faith at Hokura to fully restore your sanity. If you have chosen your action difficulty level, then you can recover both your health the same without using Faith by visiting Hokura. Use Faith you have received at Hokura to obtain Omamori. Increase max stamina. Sweet. Damn. Ooh, a couple good ones. That might be something.
Ringo!
Oh, is the time? Yeah, baby. Pick up that point. Time for some doom. Use R1 to light attack. Though you won't deal much damage, you will be able to attack more swiftly. Use R2 to heavy attack. Your movements will be slower, but you will deal far more damage and have a higher chance of stunning enemies. The enemies take more damage when stunned. Use square to rock on an enemy. Use it again to cancel. Oh, nice. Certain enemy attacks will leave them vulnerable to counterattacks. A visual hit will appear when it has time to counterattack. When the visual is shown, use R2 to perform a perfect counter. Visual hit indicating a counter is possible will be longer if you are using L2 to focus. If no visual attack is shown, it cannot be countered. Okay. Cannot go that way. Restores equipped weapons durability. Use toolkits to repair weapons to restore their durability. Toolkits can be repair. Once a weapon's durability has been exhausted, that weapon will break and disappear. Toolkits get used to restore durability. Okay, so how do you know? How do you know when your weapon's about to break?
Shu, where are you?
It's empty.
Oh.
Better take this, just in case.
Hmm.
Nice.
Ooh, alright, cutscene.
Sakuko.
Bro, she really is dead. That sucks. What a horrifying way to go, man.
dreamed of a different life. A family that owned a candy store. Instead of some stuffy old shrine. And here, it's all yours. As much candy as you could ever want. Sweet dreams. Sakuko. Go home. The store's closed for the day.
I don't think she can hear you, man.
Even if you're gone, I'll keep my promise. No matter what.
Yeah. Get her! Brutal violence will be shown on this screen. Oh no. What the? What's going on now? Surrounded by fog. The baby bird takes her first steps. Interesting Steam achievement name. Wonder if that ties into the symbolism with the dead bird underneath the car. There's a bird on the map, too, by where you first start.
Do not push yourself. Take a moment to rest if you need to.
Oh. I don't know. It's the only place that's lit up, so let's go have some.
What's this?
I'm gonna guess a fox god. Thy restless heart betrays thee as unfit for this auspicious day. Thou must first pay respect to the gods and the spirits of thine ancestors. A restless heart leads to a corrupt soul. Only through sufficient offerings laid upon many stands may thy soul be cleansed. That's ominous. This looks like doors over here. Can barely make it out, but... oh good, it won't budge. So it wants an offering? Oh. Oh, okay. That one. This one. Oh. There we go. Puzzle God. Oban says me. Well, that didn't work out. What a waste.
Anybody!
Calm yourself, Hinako.
It won't open!
That's enough. Give me a moment. I will open it for you.
Open it! Open it!
Good morning.
Oh no,
That
he's
must have
hot.
been some nightmare.
Nightmare?
Are you injured? You must not be so reckless. You should take better care of yourself.
Thanks.
Shall we get going? Hinako.
Not gonna ask how he knows your name.
Where?
What's wrong? This way.
What's that?
It's kind of a cool little effect here.
All the time you need. Now then.
Are these symbols? Patterns of some kind? Oh, these are yokai.
Hinako. Follow me.
She said follow him. Why are you going to grab that? Don't grab it.
Wait, what's this shrine?
That's disturbing.
I have prepared a key for you. This way. This way, Hinako.
Oh, he's way over there. I feel like I just went in a circle.
It's locked. As I pass into the world of dead, I pray only that I do not pass the gates of hell. Please hear my prayer. What's this doing here?
To extol the advent of our clan, we bestow upon the sacred land the name Heaven's benediction. Send forth to the sky a crane, to the earth a serpent, and to the spring a tortoise. Pray for the prosperity of our clan. Are you kidding me? Oh, he's a little gross. No! Dude. Okay. Now what? Oh my fucking god, he comes back to life? Why? Why? I don't even know what I'm doing. I do not need this bullshit. Like, what am I doing? All I have is this dumbass dagger. Did I get it? Alright. Cool.
That wasn't right.
What am I doing? Like, am I supposed to pick another... What is going on here? Find the correct Emma. Okay. but how? Like, what's my hint? I don't see where I'm supposed to find the symbol that I need to be the correct symbol. And they all tell me that it's the wrong one. Like, am I supposed to just flip through them all until it's done? Oh, Jesus. I'm getting tired. Alright, you know what? Actually, I'm just going to do this. As much as I hate to do this, I am very tired and I have no energy. I'm actually kind of surprised I managed to make it this far. It's an interesting game so far. I can see why it's divisive. Like, I can definitely see why it's divisive. So, why is there no music? There we go. Why is this in a separate? Oh, that's weird. There. All right. So, yeah, that's a couple hours of Silent Hill F. Honest first impressions. I mean, obviously I'm going to be honest, but, like, I don't know if I like it yet. So I have a couple of problems with it. Performance isn't one of them. Actually runs pretty well, all things considered. It's not crippling my model too much, and everything seemed to run just fine. Outside of when I had that resolution switch earlier that kind of crashed the stream. Everything seems to be fine. There's some stutter and hiccups and things like that, but, I kind of expected that was going to be the case. I'm sure there's some settings I could tweak, so I'm hoping that the Digital Foundry, version for the PC, like the review for that one, comes out tomorrow or later today, I should say, so that we can kind of see if there's some settings I could tweak to kind of eke out some more performance without losing too much visual fidelity. Because the game looks pretty. I don't feel that the game, it's a weird thing to say, but, like, there's some things about the game I wish were better animated, and other things that seem just fine. Like, the character animations are awesome. The character models look great, but it's weird walking up to, like, cloth, and in this day and age, and then, like, the physics on the cloth are just, like, it's just a brick. It doesn't flow at all. It's a weird thing. Same with, like, the plants and stuff. They're there, but they don't really react to you. So it feels kind of artificial. But that said, I mean, like, the compromise is it runs well, and that's more than I could say for games like Silent Hill 2 Remake. But in terms of, like, the story and everything, I haven't gotten far enough to really know what the story is. And from what I've heard, it takes a while to really get the story going. Like, this is one of those games where a bulk of what's important to the story is going to happen in the second half of the game. Also, I did hear, unfortunately, and I hate this, I hate when these games do this, like, they want you to do two runs of the game to get the real ending, and the second run is slightly different than the first run. So it's still the same game for the most part, but, like, the cutscenes will be different. There might be some slight differences in gameplay, but that's about it. And then that unlocks the real game, and the real ending. And I'm not a fan of that. Like, I like having one-run games. I don't really like multiple ending games because it's cool you get multiple endings if there's something to try for, like Metroid kind of, does that, where it's like save the animals, It's really nice for replays, but, like, unless you're a speedrunner, replaying games like this is kind of a slog. Like, I'm not really all that interested in replaying Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. Once I'm done with it, I'm kind of done with it, and I'm just going to look up any endings I didn't get on YouTube. Because I really don't want to replay the game. Like, I like the game. I don't think it's a terrible game. Certainly needs, like, it has issues, but it's not perfect in any means. But it was fun to play. I just don't think it's fun to play twice. And I kind of feel that way for like Silent Hill 2 Remake or for like this game. I cannot see this being fun to play twice unless you are a hardcore like survival horror player. You know, if you're a Bakba Soup or a or a Maxi Lobes or even like an Eternal Enigma, if you're one of those types of people, this is your bread and butter, man. Like, you're all about this kind of stuff. Like, and that's cool, right? And there's no shame in that at all. I watch them. I enjoy watching them when they run games like this. But for me personally, I need breaks in between. Like, eventually I'll come back to Silent Hill 2 Remake and see if there's another ending I can try for. Things like that. But, like, not as in order to beat the game and see the real ending type of thing. I would rather just one and done, you know. So I don't know. Depending on how this works out. Because I also hear that, like, New Game Plus, you get to carry over a lot of stuff from the first game. So that might make it a little more tolerable. Especially since I plan to do as much offering as possible, because that does seem to be like maxing my stats. So more, it doesn't seem to be doing it like in huge amounts, but every little bit helps. So that could make the later half of the game and potentially a new game playthrough better. But anyway, I'm not going to make any promises on my next stream, when it's going to be, what it's going to be, and how long. I'm none of that. I am incredibly tired, and I am not feeling very well, and I'm very, very sorry for that. I really am. Spooky season it started off strong, and we hit a bump, but we're making it through. So it's just kind of how it is. I appreciate everybody coming out and always giving me support and everything. It's awesome when people retweet my stuff and come in and say hi, and even the lurkers and stuff that pop in and don't say shit. Like, I'm appreciative of it. So yeah. I would like to play more of this. I might do so, but I also would like to get Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach just done. So we'll see. I'm not sure how we're gonna manage this, because I would like to take advantage of the fact that we do have the early access for Silent Hill F. Not that it's like a big deal, but like it's nice to be able to play the game at the same time everybody else is, and be kind of part of that, like zeitgeist or whatever you want to call it. Be part of that moment. I was there, man. That said, I mean, I know people got this game several days early, in some cases, like weeks early. So I saw that there was like YouTube videos of like the entire game up with multiple endings and everything, like before the game even launched, which sucks, but I didn't watch any of them. So I genuinely have no idea about much of the game. I know I've seen some of the monsters and stuff like that from like the reviews. So I'm a little spoiled up, but I hear there's a lot more than what was in the previews. I heard the enemy variety isn't amazing, which makes sense, because like most Silent Hill games have like 3 enemies that are common. Like Silent Hill 1 had the nurses, the dogs. Most of it's just like one monster per locale. The weird bandage dudes, and then Silent Hill 2 was kind of like that too. No dogs, thankfully, but you did have the ones that squirmed along the ground, which were just as annoying. So yeah, Silent Hill 3 and 4, same deal. There's one very common enemy. Like in Silent Hill 2, the mannequins and the nurses were the most common enemies. And you saw that with the playthrough. Pretty much every location I went to, it was those 2 enemies. Which is a little bit repetitive, but you're not... That's the thing, like, I'm not really a fan of all these extra combat mechanics. Like, I don't like the stamina system. I don't like the dodge. Like, to me, like, games like this, I don't need to have anything more than just, like, a very basic fighting system. Like, Silent Hill 2 Remake's combat was fine. It's perfectly fine. Like, I plotted through the game. There wasn't any issues. Like, I played it on easy, obviously, because I want to deal with it. And the reason why is because, like, I'm here for a good time, man. I want atmosphere and stuff like that. Some people think that survival horror is, like, the survival part means that it needs to be difficult. That it needs to be like a really hard journey. And I learned, for me personally, that playing games like that is really frustrating. Like Resident Evil is a really good example of that. I much prefer Jill's run over Chris's any day. Having 2 less inventory slots is crippling. Is it possible to beat Resident Evil with Chris? Yeah, I did it multiple times when I was younger. But if you ask me today, which campaign would you prefer to play if you were going to play Resident Evil again? I would absolutely tell you Jill. Jill not only gets 2 more inventory slots, but her saves are more abundant, and she gets access to better weapons faster. Like she gets the shotgun like right off the bat because of Barry. So she's got the lockpick, so she doesn't have to worry about running around for keys, which is even more stressful because you don't have a lot of inventory slots on Chris. So yeah, it's a little frustrating. And then like with Resident Evil 2, Leon and Claire aren't really that different in terms of gameplay, but she is a little bit easier than he is. That said, the games are different, at least in the original Resident Evil 2. So like Claire, Leon A and Claire B and all that kind of stuff, like they all play differently. They're all different experiences for the most part. There is overlap and things like that, but you're going to be playing some of the same things from the same campaigns, but they feel like different adventures. The remake, not so much. There are some parts that are Claire only, and Leon only, but like for the most part, it's the same game. And then of course we won't even talk about Resident Evil 3. Oh man, the original is awesome. The sequel is the remake is not Resident Evil 3. It's a good game, just not a good Resident Evil 3. But some people really enjoy that kind of stuff where it's difficult and you got to grind for every inch of progress. For me, I am here for the spooky. I want the atmosphere. I want the cool, weird, crazy lore and cutscenes and dialogue. Like Sakuko getting destroyed by those plant things is disturbing and hella cool. But like, that is more interesting to me than a dodge, sanity, parry, mechanic fighting game system in a horror game. Some people are about that. Like I can imagine, I haven't watched Max play it much, but I can imagine he's all about this because he loves like action combat type stuff. And people say like there's like a Souls mechanic to this, like with the dodge and the stamina and all that. I don't feel like that's the case. If anything, I feel like the game would be better if there was just no stamina mechanic. Like if there's 2 things I would remove from the game with modding, the first one would be stamina. I would just make it unlimited stamina. And the second one is weapon degradation. Because I'm going to be honest, I fucking hate weapon degradation. It's one of the most annoying mechanics in games. Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, you can miss me with that crap. No effing thank you. Like I'm sorry, but I am not all about that. Like it was like granted weapons are pretty plentiful, but like you find super awesome sword of whatever, you kind of want to keep it, right? It looks cool, it matches your fit, and all that kind of stuff. It does a good job of killing enemies, but it breaks like in 2 hits, and then you're just like, well, I guess I'm back to rusty sword number 20 I picked up. And it's like when weapons are that disposable, weapons become meaningless. And so in this game, I guess another thing is I'm not seeing an indicator that's an easy glance for like when your weapon is low on durability, when it's going to break. I'll have to look and see if there's an actual thing about that. But yeah, and the toolkit. And that's the other thing too, is like the controls are kind of clunky. I don't understand why there isn't just a simple button for the map. You have to reference it so much that to dig into the menu for 2 slots just to access your menu, it's just weird. And then holding like L1 to like select from your menu items when it could just been something that was assigned to your D-pad is weird. Like there's just some interesting and kind of weird UI decisions. But I get it. The thing is you can definitely see that there was Silent Hill 2 remake influences in this. They definitely did their homework and were like, okay, let's pick out some of the things that were well thought out or popular. Like the red marks in the map and stuff like that. But that said, it is definitely its own thing. I'm not sure if I should have picked English subtitles or English language instead of Japanese language for the character dialogue. But I think I'm going to leave it as English. I know it's not quite as atmospheric, but it definitely helps to pay attention at a glance to what people are saying. And it's actually not bad voice acting, so I don't mind it too much. Maybe some stilted delivery, but that could just be a translation thing. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts so far. Also, and this is just a survival horror thing in general. Stop making these fucking obtuse puzzles, man. I'm so tired of that shit. Like, put out what I need to solve so I can figure out how to solve it. I don't need this, like, esoteric, like, gaze into a crystal ball type of shit where I have to figure it out on the go. Do we really need that fucking monster there? Like, do we? Like, even defeating it, like, I don't even get any rest because, like, he's only gone for, like, 2 minutes and then he comes right back. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here trying to figure out what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. It's stupid. It's unnecessary pressure. The game already has enough, like, weird shit. You don't need it. You don't need it. I'm so tired of games that do this kind of crap. Anyways, this is me ranting, but there's just certain mechanics in games I've just grown really tired of. And sometimes I think less is more when it comes to stuff like this. But what do I know? I don't know how other people are reacting to it. I've heard mixed opinions from the initial reviews, but maybe now that it's in more people's hands, I can get a better feel for like how people feel about all the combat and design decisions. But I do think this is definitely going to be a polarizing Silent Hill. Beyond just the people who are like, Silent Hill is the town, which, whatever, go away. I'm glad Silent Hill is trying new things. The franchise has been stuck trying to recreate the first 3 games forever. But, other than that, yeah, it'll be interesting to see. So, with all that said, I'm out. I'm having, Jesus Christ, I can barely breathe. All right, I need to go to bed. Take care, guys. You are all awesome, and I thank you very, very much for tuning in. You have a wonderful night, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.